On behalf of the National Service Scheme units of Satyavati Morning and Dayal Singh College Morning, I feel honored to introduce everyone to the speakers of the day. We are glad to have Dr. Rubia Shah with us today. She is the director of Apilo Health Systems. Additionally, she has organized and has witnessed several international public health management and development programs. Furthermore, her contribution to dengue service organized by PGI MER is appreciable. We welcome you, ma'am. We are also pleased to have Dr. Deepika Singh with us today. She is a gynecologist by profession and has been handling high risk pregnancies and deliveries for years. Being a member of AOGD, Indian Fertility Society, and Society of Fetal Medicine, she has marked a prominent position in the medical field. We welcome you, ma'am. We would like the audience to know that after a vigorous survey conducted for a month, we have come up with frequently asked questions that need certain answers. Hence, we would now request our speakers to please enlighten us with their knowledge and insights through this talk. Over to you, ma'am.
Cancer is the one of the most prevalent cancer in females. It can be seen in females and men too. So every year, the month of October is marked as the Breast Cancer Awareness Month and for this cause. So this year's theme focuses on budding up with one another so that no one should fight cancer alone. So it aims to raise awareness of breast cancer among women and peers to encourage them for early detection. Early detection for by going for regular mammograms and breast self-examination. So in order to raise awareness for the same, I am delighted to welcome Dr. Deepika Singh to accompany me to flash some light on the topic. So Dr. Deepika, let's start with the basic one.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
I would like to know what actually is breast cancer.
Breast cancer is a tumor of breast tissues. So it can happen in male and female both. So any growth of cells in the breast tissues is called malignancy or cancer of breast. So हिंदी में आप इसे कहो कि अनकंट्रोल ग्रोथ ऑफ सेल्स हो रहा है ब्रेस्ट टिश्यूज में, जो मेल या फीमेल में किसी को भी हो सकता है. ये दो टाइप से होता है, बेनाइन एंड मैलिग्नेंट. बेनाइन जो सिर्फ लिमिटेड टू ब्रेस्ट टिश्यूज रहता है, जो पूरी बॉडी में नहीं फैलता है. मैलिग्नेंसी या कैंसर जिसे हम स्पेसिफिकली कैंसर बोलते हैं, इट स्प्रेड्स, मींस इट ये बॉडी के बाकी टिश्यूज में, बाकी पार्ट्स में भी फैल जाता है.
And what could be the possible risk factors associated with breast cancer?
See, most common risk factor associated with breast cancer is old age. It is seen mostly in 45 plus age women में, जो 45 से 75 years old हैं, उसमें हमें ये ज़्यादा मिलता है. बट कुछ पेशेंट्स आजकल आ रहे हैं हमारे पास 1 to 5% जो यंग एज में भी हमें मिल रहा है कि ब्रेस्ट कैंसर हो रहे हैं. जो मोस्ट उसके अलावा एसोसिएटेड रिस्क फैक्टर हैं, उसमें जो यंग ग्रुप में सबसे ज़्यादा हम कहेंगे कि द गर्ल्स हु आर नॉट ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग देयर किड्स, दैट इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिस्क फैक्टर एसोसिएटेड, बिकॉज हम उसे चेंज कर सकते हैं अपने अकॉर्डिंगली. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज late getting married and late having kids, means 30 plus and not having kids, or having kids after the age of 30 or 35 plus. The other age factors, age related factors are like obesity. So obesity and weight gain, smoking, alcohol, these are all factors that we can modify, right? The other thing most important is mutation, genetic. See, like mother is having breast cancer, so the daughter may have increased risk of breast cancer. BRCA1 and BRCA2 gene is the most important thing we have to check in any female if their mother is having any breast cancer. Those gene mutation causes breast cancer. And the most important thing is early menarche and late menopause, means periods पहले आने शुरू हो गए females को और late तक चल रहे हैं, या फिर जो गर्ल्स या फिर वुमेन ज़्यादा ओरल कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव पिल्स खाते हैं या फिर हार्मोन रिप्लेसमेंट लेते हैं लेट एजेस में, इन सब पेशेंट्स को ज़्यादातर, या इन फीमेल्स को कह सकते हैं हम, कि ब्रेस्ट कैंसर डेवलप करने के चांसेस ज़्यादा रहते हैं. And in men, the men having a gynecomastia, male breast जिसे बोलते हैं, जो खासकर कुछ यंग बॉयज आते हैं, तो उसमें भी मिल रहा है ब्रेस्ट कैंसर.
Ma'am, what are the signs and symptoms associated with breast cancer?
साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स आर लाइक, सबसे पहले जो मोस्ट कॉमनली कोई भी पेशेंट हमें आके बोलेगा मैम मुझे ब्रेस्ट में कोई लंप फील हो रहा है या फिर कोई मास फील हो रहा है, जो हम नहाते हैं या फिर कपड़े चेंज करते हैं उस टाइम पे हमें फील होता है, जो मोस्ट कॉमन होता है. द अदर सिम्टम्स आर लाइक कि आपके को पेन हो रहा है, आपके ब्रेस्ट में पेन हो रहा है, आपके निप्पल से डिस्चार्ज हो रहा है. डिस्चार्ज मोस्टली पस लाइक होता है, वो वाटरी भी हो सकता है, समटाइम लिक्विड मिल्क जैसा भी हो सकता है. एंड अदर फैक्टर्स लाइक कि आपके ब्रेस्ट में सडनली चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, आपकी स्किन रेड हो रही है, वो डार्क कलर की हो रही है, ब्लैक होती जा रही है, या फिर एक साइड का ब्रेस्ट आपका ज़्यादा बड़ा हो गया है, एक छोटा है, और कोई स्वेलिंग, आपको लिम्फ नोड्स की स्वेलिंग भी मिलती है जो हमारे अंडर आर्म्स में स्वेलिंग हो जाती है. और बहुत ही लेट स्टेजेस, अगर एडवांस स्टेज हो गई है तो पेशेंट अननोइंगली माइनर टिश्यू ट्रॉमा से फ्रैक्चर के साथ भी आ सकता है.
What kind of breast lump one should worry about? Are they all painful or not?
See, all breast lumps are not painful and some breasts are painful. So basically patient या फिर कोई भी फीमेल जिसे कोई breast lump है या मेल है, वो डिफ्रेंशिएट नहीं कर सकता कि ये कैंसर है या बेनाइन है. बेनाइन मीन्स जो फैलता नहीं है, बट स्टिल इट इज अ ट्यूमर. So for that they have to be self breast examination is a very important thing in nowadays. जो हम सब जितने भी यंग एज हैं, आप लोग हैं जैसे बच्चे, वो आपको घर में करना चाहिए. कोई भी लंप आपका फील हो, पेन भी हो, अगर कोई लंप फील नहीं हो रहा है, क्योंकि यंग गर्ल्स में जो ब्रेस्ट होता है वो डेंस होते हैं, so you can't feel the any lump, but you can feel definitely the pain. So in all lumps pain is not necessary, but pain doesn't mean कि you are having breast cancer. These are two different things. So but for any complaint you should visit any doctor, gynecologist or any surgeon or any family physician, get your symptoms checked, then only you say कि it is normal. don't leave any symptoms कि चलो ठीक है अभी थोड़ा सा पेन है बाद में आ जाएंगे, छोटा सा लंप है बड़ा होने दो तब दिखा देंगे, ये नहीं होना चाहिए.
Where is usually breast cancer located, and can it spread to other body parts as well?
Yes, if it is a malignancy means breast cancer है ये, so it definitely spreads. Females में सबसे पहले ovarian cancer या फिर uterine cancer के फॉर्म में हो जाता है, जो हमारे pelvic organs है, और अदर जो मोस्ट कॉमन है इज बोन एंड लंग्स. सो वी शुड नॉट ट्रीट एनी सिम्टम. माइल्ड सिम्टम भी हमें तुरंत चेकअप कराना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर ये एडवांस स्टेज होगा तो ये पूरी बॉडी में फैल चुका होगा.
At what age one should start screening with? Like, is there any particular age for women to start with screening for cancer?
Yeah, actually American Cancer Society says कि all women above 45 examination done by doctor, or they should do their self breast examination once in a year, and along with that go for a mammography. Mammography एक सिंपल टेस्ट होता है जो एक्सरे जैसा होता है, जो हमारे बायलेटरल ब्रेस्ट को हम एक्सरे करते हैं, उसमें हमें पता चल जाता है. ये बहुत स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट है, कंफर्मेटिव टेस्ट नहीं है, बट इट इज स्क्रीनिंग. सो इफ एनी चेंजेस आर देयर ऑन mammography, so we have to go further, right? I need young women right now. अभी जो 20+ फीमेल्स हैं जितनी भी, हम उनको बस ये बोलते हैं कि अपने पार्ट्स को एग्जामिन करो, नहाते समय, कपड़े चेंज करते समय, या एनी टाइम ऑफ द डे. Not every day, but definitely in 1 month once. So if there is any problem, you should visit your doctor. Otherwise, by going to the doctor once in a year doesn't causes anything. So आप एक बार मिलके चेकअप करा सकते हैं.
What type of a doctor a person needs to visit once they find out a lump in or around the breast area?
As most of the women prefer to visit a gynecologist for breast lump, but as of now the breast cancer is treated by surgeons. Okay, so there are breast clinic running by surgery department in every hospital. So if not available, any female should go to any doctor, MBBS or MD, to get them examined and further checkups. At least diagnosis हो जाए.
What are the healthy practices and lifestyle changes that you would recommend to minimize the risk of breast cancer?
राइट सो हेल्दी प्रैक्टिसेस में तो सबसे पहले जो अभी सिस्टम है उसमें ये है कि ओबेसिटी कम करना, ठीक है, फैट कंटेंट हमारी बॉडी में जितना लो हो सके उतना कम रखना है। और अब जैसे मोस्टली 30+ में ही शादियां हो रही है, तो अर्ली मैरिज अगर इफ पॉसिबल तो 25 to 30 में कर लेना चाहिए। इफ नॉट पॉसिबल देन इफ दे आर गेटिंग प्रेग्नेंट तो नली पैरिटी अवॉइड करना, मीन्स 1 kid होना है और उसको ब्रेस्ट फीड करना है 6 months। दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन थिंग द ऑल फीमेल शुड फॉलो। रेस्ट स्मोकिंग अवॉइड करना है, अल्कोहल अवॉइड करना है। कुछ चीजें हम अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते, जैसे ओल्ड एज अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते, फैमिली हिस्ट्री अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते, जीन्स जेनेटिक म्यूटेशंस हम अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते, एंड ईटिंग हेल्दी ऑब्वियसली।
Also, which age group has the higher risk of having the breast cancer?
Most commonly it is seen in 50+ aged women, but
Okay.
nowadays it is seen कि 40+, 35 जैसे मैंने पहले बताया, इनमें भी commonly मतलब मिल रहा है आजकल काफी ज्यादा। So what we have to do is get the ultrasound breast done in all suspected women between 20 to 40 years, क्योंकि 20 to 40 years में डेंस ब्रेस्ट होते हैं, तो उसमें हम हेमोग्राफी नहीं करा सकते, तो उसमें अल्ट्रासाउंड ब्रेस्ट इज द वेरी गुड ऑप्शन फॉर स्क्रीनिंग देम। So get screen and get self-examine yourself and keep feeling yourself first before going to any doctor.
Is must, right? So, doctor, what are the various treatment options available in India? Once the person,
So yeah, treatment is done according to the type of the cancer and type of stage of the cancer, right? So treatment options is surgery, radiotherapy and chemotherapy. Surgery is removing the tumor from the breast. Second thing, radiotherapy is like something सिकाई, जैसे हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं, पेशेंट को आम भाषा में बोलते हैं कि हम आपको सिकाई करेंगे। Chemotherapies are medicines that are given.
right.
So if it is patient is coming in early stages, so only the tumor is removed. If patient is coming in late stages, so all of the breast tissues are removed, जिसको हम MRM कहते हैं। So early detection and early treatment is more important than coming late.
Like to ask if breast cancer have any effect on the reproductive health or the fertility of the women?
See, breast cancer से otherwise fertility issues नहीं आते हैं until unless कि patient को radiotherapy and chemotherapy मिला, क्योंकि radiotherapy and chemotherapy obviously पूरी body में affect करेगी, and the stage of the cancer. Sometimes the stage is so advanced that it reaches to the uterine and ovarian tissues also. So हमें late stages में नहीं ये करना चाहिए, otherwise fertility issues ज़्यादातर आते नहीं है, 30 to 40% नहीं आते।
Ma'am, could you explain a little more about self-risk assessment options?
या सेल्फ असेसमेंट में हमें बेसिकली बस अपना ये देखना है कि हमारा सडनली कोई पार्ट, जैसे दोनों ब्रेस्ट में से कोई एक ज़्यादा बड़ा तो नहीं हो रहा है, या फिर उसमें कलर चेंजेस तो नहीं है, या फिर कोई निपल डिस्चार्ज तो नहीं है, या फिर हमें पेन तो नहीं हो रहा है। जैसे कभी कभी हम निपल डिस्चार्जेस को बहुत माइल्ड सोच के छोड़ देते हैं, या फिर हम अपने चेक ही नहीं करते। 80% फीमेल्स डोंट चेक देमसेल्फ बाय एनी मींस, और दे सेज कि ओ इट्स ओके। समटाइम्स सम वुमेन सेज कि हमारा ब्रेस्ट साइज बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली चेंज हो रहा है, तो वो भी बहुत कॉमन साइन है। सो दीज आर द मोस्ट कॉमन थिंग्स यू कैन नोटिस ऑन योरसेल्फ, और चेंज इन एनी कलर ऑफ द स्किन।
Ma'am, what are the various treatment options or medical therapies available for breast cancer in India?
Yeah, it depends on what type of cancer you are having. Means अगर वो early stages है, only tumor, benign tumor है, so we do only lumpectomy. Lumpectomy means we remove that tumor only. And other cases we advanced stages है या फिर breast malignancy है, means पूरा फैल चुका है, so we do all MRM. MRM is modified radical mastectomy, means हम पूरा breast निकाल देते हैं that side का। इफ रिक्वायर्ड, अगर वो स्प्रेड टू द अदर साइड है तो उसमें से भी उतना टिश्यू निकाला जाता है अलोंग विद द एक्सिलरी लिम्फ नोड्स, एंड एसोसिएटेड विद 2 थिंग्स कि रेडियोथेरेपी एंड कीमोथेरेपी की जरूरत है या नहीं, वो जो आपका डॉक्टर, ट्रीटिंग डॉक्टर है, दे विल डिसाइड। सो वी हैव बेसिकली 3 ऑप्शंस। सर्जिकल, फर्स्ट सर्जिकल इज मस्ट, सेकंड रेडियोथेरेपी एंड कीमोथेरेपी, दैट इज डिसाइडेड बाय द ट्रीटिंग डॉक्टर।
Also, I would like you to encourage our young audience for early detection of breast cancer.
So for early detection of breast cancer, they should go and visit their doctors once in a year, definitely, and all their mothers and grandmothers at home. They should say their parents कि आपको 45 years plus के बाद एक मेमोग्राफी ज़रूरी करा लो, क्योंकि early detection is prevention. Okay, if you detect it later on stages, तो फिर हमारे लिए ट्रीटमेंट भी बहुत मुश्किल है, पेशेंट के लिए भी बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि सर्वाइवल रेट्स कम हो जाते हैं once that cancer advances to the bone. So self breast assessment and mammography after the age of 45, and for young girls, if they are having any mass or lump, or they are feeling something in their breast, go for an ultrasound bilateral breast. For young girls, it is recommended. After that, we do biopsy of that tumor or the mass, and that will confirm कि आपका mass malignant है या tumor है, only benign tumors जो फैलते नहीं हैं. So these are the most important thing, that you should feel yourself first. Then only anyone other notices those symptoms, right?
So, Dr. Deepika, this is all from my side, and the floor is open for audience now. You can go ahead with your questions or queries. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Deepika, for your words, for your knowledgeable words. I have some questions from the audience, which I would like to ask from their behalf. First question is, how to differentiate between lobules and lumps in the breast?
Lobules is a different thing. Lumps is a different thing. Okay, lump is a mass, any mass in the breast. Lobules are a normal feature of breast. Lobules contain the milk of any female. Okay, lobules is a normal part of a normal breast, and lump is a mass. It feels otherwise normal. Lump is a mass that feel different to the lobules. So you can't differentiate between lobules and lump. That's why we advise patient for ultrasounds and mammography.
Next question, how do epigenetics and environmental agents make breast cancer common for women?
What? Repeat your question. Epigenetics and?
Epigenetics and environmental agents make breast cancer common for women.
No, actually epigenetics and environmental things don't cause breast cancer. The most commonly thing is now the females are getting married late and they are having kids late, or sometimes they don't have kids. These are the associated factors that is causing more breast cancer. Okay. The other thing is the females nowadays are using more of contraceptive pills, and they are using more of estrogen and progesterone in their life. And if they are having kids, they are not breastfeeding because of their family. Means they are working and they can't feed their babies. So these are the causes that is causing more. Any environmental factor is not that much straightforward is causing breast cancer, right? These are only the changes we are seeing nowadays because women are more working now.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. The next question is, are there some breast cancers that are hereditary?
Yes, 30% breast cancers are hereditary, that are caused by gene mutation. The first is BRCA1 and the second most is BRCA2. The other various mutations are there. The most common is, I told you, BRCA1 and BRCA2. We advise all the girls कि जिनकी मदर्स को ब्रेस्ट कैंसर था और जीन म्यूटेशन मिला था, तो उनका हम जेनेटिक टेस्टिंग पहले से ही कराते हैं कि आप अपना जीन में ये म्यूटेशन चेक करा लो, अगर है तो आपको डेफिनेटली ब्रेस्ट कैंसर होगा लाइफ में. बट फॉर दैट यू हैव टू विजिट टू एनी डॉक्टर एंड गेट योर मदर आल्सो टेस्टेड.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The next question is, why is breast cancer more rare in males than females?
It's very simple, because females have a big breast tissues and male are having a smaller breast tissues as compared to the female. More female breasts are having more tissues, connective tissue, lobular tissue, ductal tissues, means they are having more estrogen and more progesterone than as compared to the male. Males are getting breast cancers only in cases of gynecomastia or some other, or like their mother is having a cancer. Otherwise, females are more prone to the cancer because of the density.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The next question is there any kind of side effects to the treatments of the breast cancer?
Side effect of?
Side effects of the treatments of the breast cancer.
या डेफिनेटली साइड इफेक्ट्स में हम जैसे सर्जरी की बात कर रहे थे, तो सर्जरी अगर हम करेंगे MRM, लंपेक्टमी से इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता। हाँ डेफिनेटली, जैसे लंपेक्टमी मीन्स मास, जो हमारा ट्यूमर है बस हमने उतना निकाल दिया, तो वो एक ब्रेस्ट स्मॉल हो जाता है, एक बड़ा हो जाता है, जो मोस्ट कॉमन साइड इफेक्ट है। दूसरा साइड इफेक्ट है पेन हो सकता है कुछ दिनों के लिए सर्जरी के बाद, या फिर अगर हमने MRM किया, MRM का मतलब पूरा ब्रेस्ट निकाल दिया उस साइड का, तो मीन्स उसको पेशेंट का ब्रेस्ट नहीं रहा, तो हमें उसे फिर इम्प्लांट करना पड़ता है, ब्रेस्ट इम्प्लांट्स। आपने सुना होगा कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरीज होती हैं, मीन्स हमें एक न्यू ब्रेस्ट फॉर्म करना है, वो हम पेशेंट के अपने टिश्यूज से कर सकते हैं या फिर सिलिकॉन जो आजकल चल रहा है मोस्ट कॉमन। ठीक है, रेडियोथेरेपी एंड कीमोथेरेपी के साइड इफेक्ट्स तो अदरवाइज मैंने आपको बताए थे, जैसे हेयर लॉस, वेट रिडक्शन, भूख नहीं लगना। ठीक है, सो ऑल एसोसिएटेड रेडियोथेरेपी से हमारे ओवेरियन फंक्शंस में इफेक्ट करता है, वो हमारी बाकी ब्लड सेल्स को भी कम करता है, रिकरेंट इन्फेक्शंस हो सकते हैं।
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Next question is, which method of diagnosis is the most expensive and which is the least expensive? And also, is there any scheme that helps reduce this expense?
See, for breast cancer, mostly the treatment are free of cost in government hospitals for all type of cancer. Okay, the only expenses come in the radiotherapy and the chemotherapy. And for cancer patient, there are so many NGOs are also working for reduction of cost of treatment of cancers, and government setups are also working under this. Okay, so what is your choice? And लेटर स्टेजेस, जैसे कुछ पेशेंट्स बोलते हैं कि हमें गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में नहीं जाना है, सो इन दैट केसेस ओनली द कॉस्ट इंक्रीजेस, अदरवाइज everything is available free of cost by government, and there are peoples to help around for malignancy and cancer patient.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. This is the last question. Females at a young age usually don't prefer surgery. So are the other treatment options equally effective?
No, all treatment options are not same. For any mass, for any tumor, the removal is the first choice. Okay, डोंट टेक इट कि ये निकाल देंगे तो प्रॉब्लम होगा, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, अगर नहीं निकालेंगे तो जरूर प्रॉब्लम होगा। फॉर एनी ट्यूमर और एनी मास, रिमूवल इज द फर्स्ट चॉइस। ओके, ऑलवेज एंड डेफिनेटली। रेडियोथेरेपी एंड कीमोथेरेपी उसे कंट्रोल करेगा थोड़े दिन के लिए, 6 months to 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but not to the lifetime. Okay, for getting a treatment fully, you have to underwent a surgery first. And surgery is not a big thing nowadays. It's very small. If you detect it early, the small tumors are removed very in local anesthesia. Okay, so don't worry about surgery, or the early detection is the most important part. So all the listeners should do self breast examinations and tell their parents, mothers, grandmothers how to do, and there are videos available on YouTube also. एंड देर इज नो एक्चुअली कोई ऐसा स्पेसिफिकली नहीं है, बस अपने ब्रेस्ट को प्रेस करके देखना है कि कैसे कोई फील तो नहीं रहा, कोई लंप या कोई गांठ। जैसे टिश्यूज जो ब्रेस्ट के होते हैं वो सॉफ्ट होते हैं, कुछ पेशेंट्स के होते हैं डेंस होते हैं, सो डेंस में थोड़ा सा चेक करना डिफिकल्ट है। अदरवाइज कोई अलग से ही मास फील हो रहा है तो वो आप डॉक्टर को जाके दिखाएं, या फिर अपने निपल्स को प्रेस करके देखें उसमें से कोई डिस्चार्ज तो नहीं है, व्हाइट कलर, येलो कलर, ग्रीन कलर, सो उसका भी एक बार चेकअप करा लें। This is the most easiest way to get yourself कि हमें कोई symptom तो नहीं।
Thank you, ma'am. That was the end of the questions from the audience side. Thank you so much
for making everything crystal clear to us. Now the floor is open to the audience. Whosoever wants to ask questions can raise their hand and put the questions in the chat box so that we can take them up one by one. Yes, Sanchita, please write your question in the chat box. Yes, Sanchita is asking, what is the most convenient way to get tested?
Okay, hi Sanchita. So testing is not recommended in young girls, right? For screening of breast cancer, Otherwise, first is get your breast examination by yourself. If you feel any lump, then go for ultrasound breast. Before the age of 40, every patient should go. अगर उनको कोई फील हो रहा है लंप वगैरह या कोई स्वेलिंग, तो अल्ट्रासाउंड ब्रेस्ट, बायलेटरल ब्रेस्ट. अदरवाइज रिकमेंडेशन ऐसा है कि कोई रूटीनली टेस्ट नहीं कराना 40 इयर्स कम से कम में. आई होप यू गॉट माय पॉइंट.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I am 33, so I should self-examine, and if there is no such symptom, then there is no need to get self-exam.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Tanya Das is asking, what are the basic symptoms and how one will understand that there is some issue?
See, every breast is different. Okay, some have small, some have big, some have medium size. So we can't say कि ये breast गलत है या ये breast ठीक है. The only first symptom is lump, any discharge from the nipple, or any pain. The most common three is pain, lump, or discharge from the nipples, right? इसके अलावा है कि एकदम से सडनली एक साइड का ब्रेस्ट बड़ा हो गया, एक साइड का छोटा है, हमें फील हो रहा है कि साइज चेंज हो रहा है, या फिर उसके ऊपर उसकी जो स्किन है वो ऑरेंज की जैसी होगी, जिसे हम ऑरेंज डी पिक्यू बोलते हैं. उसमें मतलब पिकलिंग हो गई है अंदर से, डम्पलिंग बोलते हैं. अदरवाइज उसकी स्किन कलर चेंज हो गया है कि वो नॉर्मल स्किन कलर से हट के रेड कलर का हो गया, उसकी स्किन पील ऑफ हो रही है. सो दीज आर द मोस्ट बेसिक सिम्टम्स. ओके,
We had one more question, which is given by Sampriti. Does quality or size of the bra lead to breast cancer?
No, never. It is a myth. Totally a myth. It never happens with the bra. Never. Definitely no.
Next question is, does PCOD or PCOS has any relation or effect with breast cancer?
PCOS as of now has no effect on CA breast, but yes, it has impact on developing in future or in late age की CA breast हो सकता है, क्योंकि PCOS is a disease in which estrogen and progesterone hormones of a female body are disturbed totally, right? So if you don't take medicine for that, if you don't, means you are not having menstrual for 6 months, 7 months, 3 months, 2 months, and you are avoiding those symptoms. So definitely, because PCOS cause obesity, PCOS cause deranged blood sugar, PCOS cause irregular menses. So indirectly or directly, PCOS have effects of developing CA cancer in breast.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. This was all about our question round.
Thank you, Arushi, for such lovely question answer session. First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Deepika. It was really a very short and a crisp and a very informative session on this breast cancer awareness. Especially post-COVID times, we all have become very cautious of our health because we've seen how such a small microorganism has taken the entire world to a ransom, and the world has stopped completely. So it's now high time that we start taking care of our health. And women, especially, of course, you rightly said, we completely ignore our health. In between taking care of the job and especially the working woman and the other family members, our health is the first thing which is on a non-priority basis, actually. So it's high time that we start taking care of our health. And it's such a small test that we can do on our own. I mean, just every day standing in front of a mirror and checking for any lumps or any discharge is a small step that we can actually do to, make sure that we are out of this major problem, which we might later face. In fact, I only asked that question about the elderly women because now I am seeing so many of my friends' mothers being diagnosed with breast cancer. I mean, it's like an epidemic of breast cancer in my known circle. I have so many of such cases, and which is actually shocking and scary at the same time. Because you don't, expect somebody completely healthy and suddenly the other day is in the hospital undergoing chemo for stage 3 or stage 4. So, I mean, that we need to be really, all of us, we need to be very careful and very cautious.
Yeah. After age of 45, every woman should go undergo mammography once or 2 years. Means once you should get your mammography in every 1 to 2 years, definitely, because early screening is very, very important. Coming in late stages are very difficult to treat and manage everything. वुमेन्स को मोस्टली अपने अर्ली सिम्टम्स को अवॉइड कर देते हैं कि हमें कुछ हो रहा है, कुछ हो रहा है, नहीं नहीं नॉर्मल है, कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है ऊपर से. Cancers are like this only. They don't be visible on naked eye. That can only be checked and examined. So your eye sees what our mind knows. Simply.
So very rightly said, Dr. Deepika. And it's like we actually tend to ignore. छोटी सी भी कोई
Yeah.
issue होता है, we women have that tendency to ignore. कुछ नहीं ठीक हो जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं. And this is what later stages it leads to a major disaster.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. It was a very nice interactive session, and the audience, especially with the young girls that we have at our college, I mean, it's their stage that they should be more aware of such, issues, and they should be able to educate more the elderly people at their home, their mothers, their grandmothers, and other closed ones. So it's now the time that we make them more aware of that certain symptoms are there which they can, early diagnosing at home itself will solve these issues.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
thank you so much, Dr. Deepika. From on behalf of SGTB Khalsa College, I would like to thank you so much, and special thanks to Apollo Health Systems for taking this initiative during this month of this Cancer Awareness Month, which is now the need of the hour. And we all need to actually, health should be is the first priority. All of us have seen that for the past 2 years. And also, I would like to thank so many of my colleagues from Khalsa College, current colleagues, and my senior teachers have also joined. So thank you so much to everyone for joining us. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Deepika. Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you, doctor. Thank you.
Few more questions about the Apilo Health app. It would be great if Dr. Rubia Shah could address them. So the first question is, we have heard a lot about the Apilo Health app and also the great services it offers. It would be great if you could explain to us more about it.
Yeah, that's true. We have launched our application for Android and Apple users. And through our application, you can book your digital appointment with the doctor available on our portal. Apart from that, you can, there are like symptom checkers available for self-screening, and you can also refer to our blogs in Health Feed for more information related to health conditions. And the first teleconsultation will be absolutely free for the students who are going to download the ePillow app. So you can download the ePillow app on your Android or Apple, complete your profile, and avail the first free teleconsultation. Also, as we are partnering with Dr. Deepika Singh, there is 20% off on blood investigations at her clinic in Southex if you are going with the reference of ePillow.
Okay, ma'am. Question is, there are lots of health apps in the market. Then why should we choose Apilo Health over them?
That's true. There are multiple apps available in the market, but why you should choose ePillow over them? Because it offers different features and a lot of services at once. You need not to switch to other apps. With, apart from booking your online consultation with the doctor and other regular services, we have come up with the user-facing application, which helps in real-time prediction of drug-drug interactions, drug-food interactions in the form of alerts, warnings, and visually simplified analytics through the plain features like just menu scanner and camera capture or third-party food application menu scanners. So it's just not an online doctor consultation app. We are working on products and services which and features to empower people to make better and more informed health decisions for themselves and their loved ones.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We are done with the questions. Now, I would like to call upon Shreya to propose vote of thanks.
On behalf of the National Service Scheme units of Satyavati College Morning and Dayal Singh College Morning, it gives me immense pleasure to thank each and everyone present here. We thank our honorable speakers, Dr. Rubia Shah and Dr. Deepika Singh, who despite their busy schedules, spared time and enlightened us with their pearls of wisdom. Our heartfelt gratitude extends to the principal of Satyavati College, Professor Nirmal Jindal Ma'am, the principal of Dayal Singh College, Professor V.K. Paliwal, NSS Satyavati's Program Officer, Dr. Aditya Narayan Mishra, NSS Dayal Singh's Program Officer, Dr. Uma Shankar Singh, for their valuable contribution, guidance, and encouragement in all our efforts. A special note of appreciation goes to the organizing committee as well. Last but not the least, I also wish to express our gratitude to the audience for being a keen listener throughout. We thank each and everyone present here. I hope you guys had a wonderful, informative session with us. Please, if the participants can turn on their camera so that we can have a screenshot. Yeah, Sachit, please take the screenshot. At 3, 2, 1, go.